Hey guys, how you doing? All right, so let's go and let's talk about this type of problem right here. Now, as a fifth grader, I'm gonna look at this problem the first time and be like, what? Okay. There's a lot going on here. And in my head, I'm thinking, I'm just gonna go through and I'm just gonna work straight across and solve this problem. And I'm gonna tell you as your teacher, no. Okay? When you come to a problem like this that involves multiple operations and you see some stuff going on, you need to refer to something called the order of operations. Now, the order of operations is a systematic approach at how we solve longer, more complex math problems. And today, and for our purposes in fifth grade, we're going to take a look at it. But what do I use to remember? Well, it's definitely not my handy dandy Mr. T chart, but I do use an acronym called GEMS. Now, GEMS tells me what to do in the proper order. Okay, and if we take a quick look at it, we've got the G in GEMS. It stands for groups. So the first thing I'm going to do is solve anything that has parentheses or brackets around it. And when I'm thinking about this, I'm like, why do I know they come first? Well, because I think about parentheses, I think about this, and I'm thinking they're screaming at me like, solve me first! And I'm like, oh, okay, I gotta take care of what's inside those parentheses or brackets first, because, well, then maybe they'll stop shouting at me. Second, I deal with exponents. And exponents are these handy dandy little numbers up here. And that we're not gonna really address today, but in the future, in math problems that involve much larger numbers, exponents come in really handy for shortening up math problems. You'll see them a lot in science, especially with scientific notation. Next, we look for anything that is multiplication or division. We're going to multiply or divide, that M in GEMS. And then finally, for our problem, we're going to round it out with subtraction or addition. Now, the question you're asking is, multiply or divide, subtract or add. What do I do if it's got both in there at the same time? Well, if you got multiplication and division left in your problem, you start on the left and then you work towards the right. Left to right. Doesn't matter if the division comes first or the multiplication, left to right. If you've got only addition and subtraction left in your problem, same idea. Start on the left, work to the right, and you just keep going. Just as a quick demonstration, let's solve this problem that we got back here on the board following our order of operations. Now, when I look at this, the first thing I notice is I've got those parentheses, and they are shouting, solve me first! So I've got to get down and do that first. I'm going to take a look at this, and it's 10 plus 3. So what I'll do is draw a little arrow. 10 plus 3 is 13. I'm going to put that down. And now I'm going to take all of the other stuff in my problem that I didn't use, and I'm going to bring that down. So I have my plus 14 divided by 7. And now I'm looking, and I see I've got addition in my problem, and I've got division in my problem. Which one do I do first? I don't know. Where could I possibly find the answer? Oh, I know. I'm going to use my acronym GEMS. I did the groups. There are no exponents that I can see my problem. And next it says I should multiply or divide. So I'm going to go back and look at my division problem, and it is 14 divided by 7. Luckily, very good with my 7 times tables, and I know 14 divided by 7 actually ends up being 2, because 2 times 7 makes 14. So I'm going to put down that 2. And again, I'm going to bring down the things I didn't use. It's my 13 plus. And now, I know I only have one operation left, but I'm just going to double check. Got no groups left. There's no exponents. There's no more multiplication or division. Subtraction or addition, I've got addition left. I'm going to add these last two together, and I'm going to get 15. And that is how I would solve my problem. Now, you want a second example? I got you. Let's go and get rid of this really quick and take a look at something different. How about we got 10 times 5 times 9 minus 5. I'm going to throw in some parentheses right there. Let's take a look at this one. Now, again, I'm going to look. And my acronym GEMS is like, groups. Do I see anything in groups? Yes, I see those parentheses shouting, solve me first. So I'm going to go and I'm going to take care of that first. 9 minus 5. 9 minus 5 is 4. Now I'm going to bring down all the stuff I didn't use yet. My multiplication, 5, another times, and a 10. And now I'm looking at this problem, I'm like, no more groups, no exponents, but I do have multiplication. But what's this? 2 multiplication. Which do I do first? Well, I know that if there's only multiplication and division left, Then I start to solve the problem from left to right. So I'm going to say 10 times 5 is 50. Bring down my times 4 that I didn't use. And I'm going to round it out by solving that 50 times 4, which I know is 200. And that's it. Order of operations. Always remember that acronym, GEMS. G, groups. E, exponents. M, multiplier divide. And S, subtract or add. I hope this was helpful. Good luck to you out there, and I'll see you again soon.